All right, guys, I'm here today. Going to talk a little bit about the Jon Jones thing. Once again, I just saw a podcast with Brendan Schwab, and I never thought of this, but he was actually saying Jon Jones probably got the wrong stuff, and he tested positive for Turinabol, but he was actually after check drops. Now, I never thought about this, but check drops are very, very powerful. It's a very powerful drug. It's actually Mibolerone. Um, I think this, I don't know if the Soviets developed this drug or not, but it's around. Yeah, it used to be a veterinary drug, um, and I've heard about this. I've never seen it. Obviously, I've never used it. I don't know anybody that has. Now it's huge in the powerlifting community because it's in and out, very difficult to test for. The half life's just measured and it's detectable only for hours. So the theory is that this Brendan Shaw was talking to a guy who got in contact with him, and the theory is that Jon Jones source gave him tainted check drops, uh, which means that they had Turinabol in it. So yeah, and if you're dealing, if it's very hard to get, which if you go on the internet, most sites will have all your basic, your testosterones, Deca, Anadrol, Dianabol, Tren, all these, anybody can get this stuff, but nobody has check drops. And powerlifters use it for competitions, and obviously it's not going to cause any immediate weight gain, but it causes severe aggression um, and that kind of thing. So my Bolarone, but most people call it check drops. There's halo testing, but halo it can be detected much longer than check drops. So pretty interesting. I recommend doing some research if you want to know more about check drops. And I never thought of that. I'm kind of man, I never thought about that, but that makes perfect sense as to what happened to Jon Jones. And there's no doubt at this point, he was probably doing this his whole career, and I'm willing to bet that a lot of guys are doing that. Check drops increase aggression. Just do a little research on it. It's pretty crazy stuff. Very very popular. It used to be powerlifting. It wasn't all this. A lot of the stuff's back in the '80s and everything. I mean, it was just around. You could go pick it up somewhere. Now you have to get it, and you have to hope that it's real. Most of the basic stuff is real. Check drops, on the other hand, I didn't even know. I've heard about it, but I didn't even know they still really made it. I mean, around in the United States anyway. I'm sure overseas it's probably all over, and that's probably what he thought he was getting. But pretty interesting stuff. Just goes to show you that there are things out there that guys take, and are taking will continue to take. And once USADA, I'm sure they know about it, and maybe they're working on something. But anyway, also if you look at the OSB fight, Schaub, Brendan Schaub, or anybody, he didn't look. Jon Jones didn't look that good, so body looked different, and he passed that test, and that's one of the only ones he passed. So very interesting stuff. I'm not digging on Jon Jones. I'm not saying he's guilty, but uh, you know, then again, man, I mean, look at his history. So